That's a great. That's so.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Gotta show the love, brother.
That's
Yeah, man.
amazing. I appreciate that so much.
What is going on? It's your boy Preston, Phat Samurai Guy, back again with another awesome podcast interview, hangout, movie review time. That's right. From my brother from another mother. There you go. Joe Castro in the house. How are you, brother?
Preston, I'm doing amazing today. I just once again feel so grateful and honored to be with you this afternoon. And thank you for having me on the show and for providing a place for us to talk about movies and all the things we love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hey, I'm glad you're here, and it's been a while, but it's a blast to have you back here, and I'll leave a link for all you badasses watching right now. I'll leave a link in the description box below, or I'll put it at the end of this video. When the first time me and Joe hung out here on the channel, we had a blast back then. But if you know Joe, Joe, that's right. If you know Joe, he's done it all, baby. That's right, actor, director, that's right, special effects maestro, son. And so I had to get him back. That's right. On the channel. It's great having you here. And as you can see, I want you guys to go back to the first video and I want you to compare us right now. I have gotten older. Joe has gotten younger. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it's funny. I said I put some color on today, comb my hair a little bit. I'm sleeping good. Actually, it's so hot. Is it hot where you're at?
Yes.
It's really hot, right? And I'm working nights, and I feel like whenever I get like to as artists, as an art, you're an artist, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
When we get into our zone, we can work very efficiently. And what I do is I prepare the whole day inside in the cool, so I can go out to the studio at night and get in the zone, and I'm able to accomplish all the things that I need to accomplish. And I kind of sleep better that way.
I think that's what it is.
I get some good sleep.
Joe's getting the good sleep, because he's a busy man. But yeah, man, great having you back. We got some badasses watching right now, throwing it up. They're excited. That's right. What's going on, Brian? There we go.
Brian.
Nate Dogg saying, happy to make another That Phat Samurai Guy podcast. Good to see you, Nate, brother. We got Kevin all the way from the UK. He says, hello, Phat Samurai Guy, Movie Dojo Army, and the legendary guest, Joe Castro. That's right. People are here. Oh, yeah. And we got a lot of trailers to show you guys today. And I can't wait to hear what Joe has to let us know about it, some behind the scenes. And we're going to have some fun in it towards the end of the podcast is when we're going to go down memory lane. That's right. We're going back to the 80s, son, to the dark horror fantasy that is The Company of Wolves. And we're going to talk about that towards the end of the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it cracking. Wait, hold on a second. What? Who is that good-looking guy? Who's that badass right there?
I've never posted that picture yet. I'm gonna give Preston something fun to post and talk about. That is a good friend of mine who starred in the movie Evil Toons, and her name is Madison Stone. You can Google Madison Stone.
Yeah.
XXX. How about that?
There
Google
you go.
Madison Stone XXX. And we were really close for a while. I guess I was 20, 21 there. 20,
Oh my goodness.
And that was my first.
Almost on your way to being jacked. You're almost there. Now you're like huge now. I don't know if you guys knew this, guys, but Joe is on swole.
I used to be. You have the muscle memory, but as you get older, I was like, how many bodybuilder movie directors do you know? Yeah. Like you got to pick one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah. How fun was it to make Evil Toons? Was this a blast?
It was an amazing experience working with Fred Olin Ray, the director of the film, and there's Dick Miller, a very well-known character performer. Who was in a couple of
Gremlins.
Gremlins, The Howling. I'm not sure if he's in the original. I think he's in the original Terminator too. Terminator as well. But he's been in all the films that we love. I mean, every one of the movies we love. And such an amazing man. I just want to say that when I was putting makeup on him there, I was so nervous. I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Fred Olin Ray says, go put a wound on the side of Dick Miller's head, like he's been killed or something. I And I was so nervous. And he's like, "Why are you nervous, son?" I'm like, "Because you're Dick Miller, you know." And he's like, "Oh, don't be nervous." And it was just, really great, amazing.
You're so young right there. It's insane.
Got my little earring in.
That's right.
Just moved to LA. Got my little. I think that's a sort of Swatch watch, whatever. Wasn't that those little? Everybody had them. I forget what they were. The
The
little,
swatches.
yeah, Swatch. Yeah, I was on. I was trying to fit in.
Oh man, how fun! How fun! You gotta love how Samurai Guy just starts the. I just went straight to it. I got to show it. I got to show it, man. I got to show it. We're having a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
How was it working with old Fred, man? Another legend.
Fred Ellen Ray was he's still one of my great friends today. As you look at me wearing the midriff. I was wearing I'm still stuck in the 80s there. Look at that. My shirt was cut off midriff and
oh, I see it right there. That's right.
There's David Carradine, which David Carradine was one of my father's favorite villains. Have you ever seen Lone Wolf McQuade? Have we talked about Lone Wolf McQuade?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so Lone Wolf McQuade was my father's all-time favorite movie. And if you came over to our house and you had not seen Lone Wolf McQuade, my father would like literally make you sit and watch it with him again. I must have watched it over like 50 times with different people on VHS. And but yeah, working with David Carradine and Fred Ellen Ray was like a big deal. You know, I sent this picture home to my dad, and you know he was super proud of me.
He lost it, huh? He was like, "Oh my God, you're with David Carradine."
Yeah, he thought I made it.
Yeah. Well, Lone Wolf McQuade is a classic, man. You know, it's funny. What's interesting about Lone Wolf McQuade, I mean, the classic showdown between Carradine and Chuck Norris. All right. What's funny about that is a lot of people think that's Chuck Norris's best movie, or at least his best character. You know what I mean? Because you can easily see it. That same character is very similar to Walker Texas Ranger, his series he had, right? Absolutely. But it started there.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf McQuade. Now you're making me want to watch the movie now. Maybe me and you will review it, Joe, in the future one day.
You know what? I would really, really like that.
Let's
Who knows? They need to make a sequel to that movie, or they need to do that. That would be a great revisit that.
Yeah.
Have they done anything like that?
I don't think they sequeled it. No. I mean, let us know, guys. Everybody watching.
That would be great to revisit that.
But that would be awesome, though.
And I just want to throw out there, to the viewers that my father was my biggest influence in my life, and he made me the man I am today, and he was very supportive of me growing up. So
I'm sure he was very proud, brother. Yeah. I'm sure he was very proud. But yeah, man, I mean, your work, that's what made me reach out to you the first time we met, because I was just coming across your work and I was like, holy shit. I mean, this guy is so talented.
I've done a lot of things over the years. I've been doing this for, I'm in my 41 years now. And wow. I got my first paycheck when I was 12 years old. And a lot of people don't know what I've done. I've done a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you want to take a look at my entire resume, go to joecastrofx.com. I have every movie poster I've worked on there on my online portfolio. It's a very comprehensive look at all the work I've done. But nice. I've done a lot of stuff that a lot of people have seen. I'm a short, gay, Hispanic male who's done a lot of work because I'm really good at what I do, and they always give me the challenging stuff, and I accomplish it. But I haven't gotten a lot of the recognition I think I deserve over the years, and I'm just waiting patiently, waiting for my turn.
Yeah.
But I have been given a lot of great opportunities too throughout the years that I'm very grateful for. And appreciative of.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have fans like me and channels like this to kind of help spread the word of your work, man. Get it out there so that more people could see the genius and the badassity of Joe Castro. Hey, when you were talking about yourself, you forgot jacked.
I used to be a competitive water polo player for many years, and I at some point, I know what it was. I dislocated my left shoulder. And so, things change, after that. It's a kind of a devastating kind of thing, and I really never got back into the working out. But slowly, there's some couple of fitness videos online now, a couple of guys I follow. And every time I see their video, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do some push. I'm gonna do pull out, kind of keep in shape as best I can.
Keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, and also practical effects. That's it's like a young person's career.
Yeah.
You're lifting 50-pound bags of plaster and 100-pound molds and stuff like that. It's a young person's. So it's helping me stay in shape. I think it is.
It's keeping you jacked.
Yeah.
We have a question really quick here for you, Joe. Hello, Mr. Castro. Thoughts on Nicole Kidman's The Others? I actually have never seen that movie.
I'm old enough to say I saw that movie in the theater when it was first released. I remember it being a really cool ghost story.
It's paranormal. Yeah, I remember that.
Really cool ghost story. And I'm not sure, but I don't remember it really sticking with me like the way the original. You ever see Ghost Story, the movie Ghost Story, with who's in it? Not Orson Welles. Maybe Orson Welles is in it. And
I have not.
Dick Smith did the special effects. Also, the woman that plays the board queen, she plays the lead ghost.
Oh,
in the
really?
film. Oh, you've got to see it. It's called.
Oh, I got to see this.
Ghost Story.
Okay.
And it's called Ghost Story. That's more. And to answer their question, The Others is more of like a supernatural thriller.
Okay.
This other film I'm talking about, Ghost Story, is a straight up ghost story horror movie.
Okay.
And you'll love it if you like special effects. And Dick Miller did all the special effects. For Dick Miller won the Oscar for The Exorcist. Wow. And Albert Whitlock did all these beautiful matte paintings for the film to make it very kind of a ghosty, kind of frozen over town. So
wow, it's recorded up here. Ghost Stories.
Ghost Story.
We got to watch it. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you watch it.
Oh yeah, it's a super all-star cast.
But the others was okay. It was solid, or
yes, it was a good. That was a great film. It's a great. I remember it being a very intense. Like a supernatural thriller kind of film,
So you recommend it because I haven't seen it. You recommend?
I would. I mean, if you wanted to watch a ghost story, a movie about ghosts, I would go with Ghost Story.
Ghost Stories. Okay. Okay. Man, you got me really
because
curious about that.
My husband, he's not really into horror films.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I will show him a movie like from the '80s that like no one's ever heard of. It's had made a major impact on me. And I showed him Ghost Story. And it's one of our favorite favorite films. Yeah. Wow. In fact, now I have to go ahead.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Ghost Story.
You're getting texted. Are you talking about ghost stories again?
Yeah, and I'm talking about Ghost Story. Oh yeah. I mean, look who's in the cast of the Ghost Story. Fred Astaire is in it.
What?
Fred
Astaire's in a horror movie.
John Houseman. John Houseman's in it. Isn't he the one that says we will sell no wine before it's time? Wasn't that him, John Houseman? Yeah. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. is in this film. Patricia Neal is a famous actor and also Alice Krige, who's the board queen. She plays the villainess in the film, and she is just out of this world, creepy, amazing.
All right,
just look, watch the opening scene. It's 5 minutes long. It's gonna get you. It's gonna
be sold.
You'll be sold.
Nice,
5 minutes long. Opening scene.
All right. It is up here. It is recorded. We're gonna make it happen. And you never know, Joe. Maybe we can meet back up in the future and talk about that movie. That'll be fun.
I'm telling you, you're gonna appreciate. You're gonna appreciate this.
Got some more people showing some love there. Kevin says you are underrated for your talent and hard work. You deserve more recognition for your tribute to the FX industry. Well said, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that.
That's right. Very nice. All right. I'll come back to some questions a little bit later, guys, but we got to keep it rocking and rolling because I only got Joe for a little bit. But yeah, let's have some fun and show some trailers here. And we can talk about some of these recent projects you're working on here, brother.
All right.
Let's start with The Night Caller. Let's do
The Night Caller. All right.
Hello, Mr. Smith. My name is Clementine. I'll be giving you your reading this evening.
I want a very special reading.
Your birthday?
It's now midnight.
Gemini. I see danger.
Clementine.
Mr. Smith.
What happened? What you see?
The caller. James Smith. I saw him murder a girl.
You really saw?
Yes.
Clementine, baby, you're in danger. He is coming for you. Wake up, somebody's in the house.
You have to stop this.
You've had vision before and turned out to be nothing.
I'm not going to the police. They'll never believe me.
LAPD, you want home?
Take this point and shoot. What do you see, darling Clementine?
I saw you die.
All right.
Nice. It doesn't look like it has a lot of gore in it, but it has a lot of gore in it. Like they didn't show any of the gore in it. There's like
Oh, really?
There's like full on-screen scalpings and genital mutilation, and there's a scene where the killer is killing this woman, and he is basically penetrating her with a knife, and
Wow.
it's super dark. It's super dark.
Wow.
And
so that's awesome because it's
Yes.
like the trailer doesn't give a lot away. you
Not
know,
at
like-
all. Not at all. And actually, that is a very sleeper, very successful micro budget film that was shot here in LA. Director Chad Farron, amazing director, and we just shot the sequel for it, and it's
Yeah.
coming out. It's called Scalper. The first film was so successful, and it's just the second one is it's a full on a tribute to the original, and we bring back all the things about the '80s slasher movies that you love. There's
Yeah.
tons of scalping. I actually have a role in the film. He gave me a decent role in the film.
Hell
which I'm
yeah.
very-
Yeah.
very
I
proud
want to
of.
see you act more, man. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah, I got the acting bug. I'm ready to. If you're
Nice.
out there and you're watching this and you want to make a movie and you need
Yeah.
great special effects and you need someone who's really dedicated to the craft as far as acting is concerned, I have 40 years of experience of watching people act terribly. So I know what not to do. Okay. I just want to put that out there and let everybody know. I know. I took professional acting classes. I'm a very good actor. I don't know how to act funny. I only know how to act well.
Right.
That's
right.
what I do.
right.
I act very well. And
Copy that. Look at that. You got a knot here saying, "Damn, that was freaking creepy." There you go. He's creeped out. Nice.
There's
So Scalper's the sequel.
Scalper's the sequel. I want to say something about the first film. In the first film, Chad's very clever about how he goes about introducing the material to you, and to make the original Scalper like crazy, like what happened to him. There's a scene that was kind of cut from the film where his father severs his genitals to keep him from I'm not sure exactly why he does it, like the psychosis behind it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of explained. And I actually made this severed genital prosthetic, like in his old age, like he's grown up with it. And I get to wear.
This is for Scalper, right?
This is for a Nightcaller, because
Nightcaller
is the sequel to it.
Okay.
If you blink, you'll miss it, but it's in there. You try to get it all in there. There's a little bit of every crazy, demented, dark, twisted nook and cranny from.
And the cast. Was that Bai Ling there?
Bai Ling's in it.
Yeah.
Steve Railsback's in it. Robert Miano's in it. And it's a big all-star cast.
Nice. Yeah, man. It's the thrills and the chills on that one. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to have slasher elements to it at first.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not. See, it's not. He didn't show any of the gore in that.
Yeah.
But there's a ton of it in that.
Yeah.
Do you have the trailer to Scalper?
Oh, we're getting ready to play it right now.
Oh, yeah.
But giving a shout out to Anubis. That's right. What's going on? He's another fan of Company of Wolves. There you go. It's so much fun. He really enjoyed it. And he knows his werewolf stuff. That's right. He is like he's like the master of werewolf movies. He's a werewolf movie connoisseur, if you will. But it's good seeing everybody. But yeah, I did not know Scalper was the sequel to Nightcaller. So let's have some fun and let's check out Scalper. Let's do it.
Those that open their senses even to something as horrific as hate can see into a world beyond their own.
You really think it was a scalper?
Yeah, I mean, can Andrew Lovitz have come back from the dead and started killing again?
You know damn well Andrew Lovitz has been dead for a while.
Hey, moving on. Next caller.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
See?
I'm really proud of that one. I mean, I'm proud of them both. You could actually edit them back to back, and they're a perfect sequel. So
Nice.
yeah. So if you when Scalper comes out and you guys want
Okay.
to watch it,
Yeah.
do a double feature back to back, totally loaded with everything you love about the slasher movie from the 80s, because that's exactly what director Chad Farron was doing. And Susan Priva, who is the executive producer on both films, is actually the lead. She plays Clementine, and she's like a what do you call it? Sooth, what is it?
With the
Astrologist?
soothsayer?
Yeah, palm reader.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
card reader and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she tells people's, fortune. You call her on the phone, and she reads your cards over the phone, and it's a great character. And so she's seeing this killer calls her and screws with her
Yeah.
because she can see what the killer is going to do in advance.
Nice.
She's trying to stop these murders from happening as they're happening, and she can see it
Wow.
all in advance. Yeah, and
Nice.
Jake Busey's in this one. Bylene, Susan. I don't think Steve Railsback's in this one, but Robert Miano comes back, and I'm in it, and it's great. There's a lot of fun stuff in that one.
Yeah, I'm sold alone just from some of the kills, and some
And
of the practical effects, man. I'm like, yo, let's go.
I don't know if you noticed, but the killer's wearing like someone's face. That's
Yeah.
Bylene. That was Bylene's face. The killer was wearing.
Oh shit!
And Bylene gets her face taken off.
Minor spoiler there.
know?
But that's awesome, man. That's amazing. How cool is that? The chat's loving it right now. They say it looks amazing. There you go, throwing it up. Brutal. Nice. But I have some things you sent me here, and we can talk a little bit more about Scalper. Boom!
There you go. Yeah. So that's like a full throwback to like early 80s Fulci films. I don't know if you're familiar with Fulci.
Oh yeah, I love Fulci. Yeah.
The zombie films from the 80s. And this is the kind of feel that Chad wanted to go with. It's very dark, grim,
Yeah.
grisly.
That looks amazing,
Yeah.
man.
I met this guy. I met him on set. He comes over to me and they're like, okay, this is your cadaver joke. Can we have him make him in 15 minutes? I'm like, okay, take off your clothes. Let's go. And I got super personal with this guy right away.
Yeah.
He was a great sport and did a
That's
fantastic job.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Oh, that's from Saint Drogo. That is Brandon.
Oh, I skipped it. I skipped forward
All right.
too quickly there. We'll get to Saint in a second there. But yeah, I'm sold. Third movie maybe after Scalper.
Oh, let's go. Let's round out Chad. Let's go ahead and do Chad's last one, which is Pig Killer. So I've done 3 movies. I've actually done 5 features with Chad. Chad is an amazing director. You should look up his body of films, Chad Farron. But here is a big one. It's Pig Killer, and it's
Pig Killer.
Stars Jake Busey from Starship Troopers and Frighteners.
Yeah, I thought I saw Jake in the last
Oh,
trailer.
he's also in Us.
Yeah.
He's also in Scalper.
All right, here we go. Pig Killer.
From 1978 to 2002, Robert Willie Picton committed the most heinous crimes Canada has ever seen.
Why, Willie?
49 women from Vancouver's east side were raped, murdered, dismembered, and fed to his pigs.
Why you complaining about that young girl? How she hung you up? You gotta
Jake Busey is Pig Killer. Coming soon.
There's so much crazy stuff in that film. I saw it at a screening at AFM, the American Film Market, last year with my husband, and we
Yeah.
were in the theater the first time we'd seen it. And my husband looked over at me halfway through the film. He's like, "This is too much. This is too much." And
Well-
I said when I walked out of the theater, I felt so dirty that I did a part of it.
Oh man, that looks hilarious and fun. It
it's-
looks. I mean,
It's
Jake-
super dark. It's super dark. It's
Well, we love dark comedy. We
but
love it.
Yeah, they present. He presents it as a nice, fun, piece of film.
yeah.
But once you get into it, it's like, don't touch me there. It's like he raped my eyes with his camera.
Right. yeah. I was getting that vibe too. A little bit of Motel Hell and Blood Diner style. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's already seen it. Kevin loves it. You already seen it
Oh,
already.
you guys seen it? All right.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, that looks. I mean, that's like perfect casting with Jake Busey as this character.
Jake Busey, Ginger Lynn plays Jake Busey's mother. In the
I
film.
thought I saw her,
Yeah,
and I saw Michael Paré. Shout out to
Werewolf brother.
Yeah, man.
Who had a chance. Yeah. Michael Paré is he's amazing.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Bad Moon.
Yep.
I mean, it's so many good movies he was in. Streets of Fire. Yeah, man.
And a super nice guy, super personal, nice guy. I like these, and Jake is one of these actors as well. These actors that use their star power to make other people feel amazing. It's this thing. It's this act. It's not an act. It's this skill they have. They've done so many amazing things, and they use their star power or their skills and their genuine love of others and their art to make people feel amazing, and they just do it with such skill and grace.
Which is probably something you don't really see a lot of, as long as you've been in the business, right?
Well, when I do see it a lot.
Okay.
I don't see it in a lot of people. But I do see it a lot because it's very obvious when it happens. You're like, oh, look at that! How wonderful that person is. Felissa Rose is one of these people.
Right.
Yeah. And there's quite a few of them. But Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens,
love her. Yeah.
Michelle Bauer, Debbie Rashawn, all these women. They just, they use their gifts to make other people feel amazing. And,
That's what it's all about. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
I'm trying to be that way. I'm trying to be like that.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to hang out and chit chat long with Michael Paré, but I did get a chance to meet him and take a picture with him real quick. But I had a small little tiny part in a movie called Headless Horseman. Shout out to Jose, little Master Chaos there, Jose Prendez. Yeah, he was in that. He played the devil. Michael Paré played the devil. And I had a little smart, thuggish, ruggish, get my ass kicked role, which I'm pretty good at actually. Playing the little thuggish, ruggish role. More thuggish. Hey Joe, if you need any thugs, and you get killed off in your movie, brother.
I'm coming right to you.
Biker guy, thug guy, henchman. Let's go.
All
hey
right.
man, let me know. I'll come drive down there to LA. Let's do it.
I'm counting on it. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it here, guys. You heard it from Joe. Yeah. But yeah, let's keep rocking and rolling. But I'm enjoying all these trailers so far, man. And I have a feeling I'm gonna pick Killers right up my alley.
Big killer.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about this project now.
Okay.
Saint Drogo. Drogo?
Saint Drogo. That's correct. Yeah, Saint Drogo. This team, there's these two men at the top with me, Brandon and Ryan.
Yeah.
They and another guy named Mike wrote a film called Saint Drogo and produced it. And it's hitting the film festival circuit, but it's an amazing horror film. It's a really good, slick horror film. I'm not even remotely building it up. It's a good, solid film, and I got a chance to do some of the crazy effects in the film. There's another special effects artist who did some of them as well. But that's Chad from Scalper.
Scalper, right? Yeah,
me and I were from Scalper. Yeah,
make sure I throw that up there.
Yeah, it's a very proud moment right there.
Nice.
Yeah. But Saint Drogo is coming out. and I want everybody to see it. If you keep it on your watch list, let's put it this way: I was forced to Google things I never thought I would Google.
Really?
I'm gonna leave it that way. Yeah, doing the research for the effects stuff because there's some really truly original ideas and concepts in that film.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I-
I'm not going to put out any spoilers.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that. I think I sent you a couple of pictures of the effects in the film. Yeah, that's something. That's a teratoma.
Ooh.
That teratoma is one of the is a large piece of growth on a human that's trying to turn into like a twin. That's never fully developed.
Right.
And
Look
that's in
at
the film.
that.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic. Look at that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Nice and juicy.
Yeah.
That's how we like it around. I'm hungry now. You guys hungry? Let's get something to eat. But yeah, that looks great, man, without all the teeth layers and all that. That's impressive. But yeah, let's have some fun and let's show the trailer, man.
Okay.
I'm having a blast here. Let's do this. Boom. Hey, Anubis, if you're still watching, I'm sure you already know the music that was used. If not, I know you're gonna reach out and hey, get them on your show, Anubis. Yeah, and interview the guy who made the song there. I was getting the whole like industrial black metal vibe there from the music.
Yeah, the guy that plays the lead villain, they're all the guys involved in that. They love this dark speed metal, dark metal kind of stuff, and the film has that kind of feel as well. And
can you, without spoiling it, can you give us a little bit of the plot synopsis? It looks really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So at the very tip, have you ever been to Provincetown?
I have not.
At the very tip, you know how it curls like a little boot, and it curls. You know how what is that? Massachusetts, right? At the very tip,
yeah.
It kind of curls like a little hook.
Right.
At that very tip is a beach, and there's a little town there, and people go there flock there every year in the summer. Gays go there every year in the summer, and it turns into this big, huge, kind of crazy pride kind of thing. And now a lot of regular people go there. A lot of straight people. Everybody goes there. It turns into a big party town. And what happens is some people get stuck there because they come there and they run out of money. And because it's so far away from the rest of the state, they get stuck there for some reason. And sometimes they're never found.
What?
People go there to party in the summer and they never come back.
Wow.
And it's a well-known fact.
Wow. So that's basically a little movie, put a little horror spice.
Yeah. And that's kind of the premises.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the film kind of reveals some dark secrets of things that may be happening in the town.
All right.
Like that. Yeah.
Is this out now or is this coming out?
It's right now. It's doing the film festival circuit, so it hasn't been released yet, streaming or hard copy anywhere. But when it does come out, I'll let you know because I'm super proud. Well, I'm proud of all the films I've done, especially stuff with Chad. But this one right here, because of the themes, and these are my gay brothers up there that made this film. Even though it has like a lot of gay themes in it, it's not really a gay film. It's just a film, a super dark horror film that happens to have lead characters that are gay.
Right.
And but it is definitely not for the squeamish. How about that?
What? Y'all heard that? Holy shit. Well, I'm intrigued even more now,
not
sir.
For the squeamish.
Yeah, keep me in the loop on that one, man. Yeah, for sure. But Scalper and Night Killer and Pig Killer, Night Caller, excuse me.
Nightcaller is the first one, and then Scalper is the sequel to Nightcaller.
Are these out?
Scalper hasn't come out yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's been released yet. No,
and I think Pig Killer,
Pig Killer comes out in August, I think.
Okay, there you go.
Comes out in August. Pig Killer comes out in August. Yeah.
Nice.
And Nightcaller is out right now. Yeah, in fact, I think you can watch it Nightcaller on Prime. And it's a super tight, great film. It's not one of these slow burns. It's not one of these films with a lot of fluff in it. If you go to the bathroom and you come back, you may have missed a portion of the story. It's a solid story all the way through.
Nice. You got to pay attention. It's worth the while.
Pay attention. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Nice. I can dig it. But before we get to the Barn 2 Electric Boogaloo, let's have some fun here and let's play this next trailer. The Beast Comes at Midnight. Let's do it.
Beast! I'm the last of the Andros bloodline! Come and claim your prize!
Not today, Beast.
That kid's a weirdo.
Look out! What are you doing on the road, Death Note? You trying to get hit? Part of some weird ritual, huh, Doctor Strange?
So, you're the Crimson Kid. I'm Mary.
Yeah, I know.
Here. I didn't realize there was so much history in Giptown.
Have you ever crossed the tracks into Giptown?
No, but I've heard there's a bunch of cool stuff over there.
This is very real, tough.
The Wolf Boy? I need some information.
Chasing the stars?
A werewolf.
That's what your new story is on?
The attacks are moving from outside of Fishhawk and into Giptown.
He's becoming stronger.
People are here being eaten alive, Mary.
You're on the tooth fairy short of me a quarter.
The beast is tracking something. I thought it was me.
I can sense the beast is coming. There is death in the air this time.
I came out here to save Tough.
It's not tough. The beast is chasing Mary.
Please tell me that was your stomach, Mutt. Not even on my best day.
I know you guys think I'm strange, and maybe I am, but maybe it takes someone strange to fight something strange.
I'm with you.
Hey, dog breath! Let's finish this.
Do you think dogs think that we're pets? I don't know. Great question.
Okay. Hold on. So you mean to tell me Michael Paré is in another werewolf movie and you're the werewolf?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Sold. I'm sold. That looks fun, man. That looks like a lot of fun.
The first day I was on set with Michael, and I was playing the werewolf attacking Michael at one point, and he comes over and introduces himself, and it's like, you're gonna do great. And I told him I was nervous and that I appreciated him. This is the kind of thing, this is this very talented man, making sure that everyone around him is comfortable. And he's a very skilled, talented actor, so it was just an honor to be on camera with him and, be in a film with him.
And you're the werewolf.
And I'm the werewolf. I'm not only in the costume, I'm the man. I get to play the man that turns into the werewolf.
Yeah.
And you know, I had never done anything like that before. And what happened was I sent the director a pre-production design of what I wanted the actor's face to look like, who they were going to cast as the werewolf beforehand. So I had my husband take a picture of my face with the yellow contacts that I had ordered in.
Yeah.
And I CGI'd the teeth that I wanted to build for the actor on my face. And I did the hair pattern, whatever. And I sent him a Photoshop design, and they sent me back a message. They said, like, Joe, we want you to be the werewolf. And I was like, oh yes, it was like it couldn't be any better. And
how cool!
I just want to say, like, the first time they put me in front of the camera as the actor, this is a young person's film. This is like ages 12 and up. So it's not. There's no blood in the movie. There's no actual violent deaths on camera.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to be like the kind of film you introduce your kids to with horror. You know what I mean? Like,
gotcha.
Oh, let's watch a horror film for the whole family. Yeah. This is the one. And he put me in front of the camera. He's like, Joe, you're crawling across the ground, and your body's in pain because you're beginning to turn into the werewolf. And they're like 50 feet away. I'm like literally in a swamp in Florida, crawling across the mud and the dirt. And they're like, and action. And I'm like, I just went for it. First take, and I crawl across the ground. I'm supposed to reach into my pocket and pull out a piece of this girl's clothing and smell it, and then like hold it up to the light. And cut. And then it's like crickets, right? Quiet.
Yeah.
Then I hear, yeah, from Video Village. I hear the whole crew's like, yay! And the director came over and shook my hand, and he goes, "Now we have a werewolf movie." And
nice.
I'm so happy to hear that. So yeah, if you love werewolf movies and you have kids or young people you want to watch a cool horror movie with, the Beast Comes at Midnight is that film. Yeah. It's a cool story. It's about it's basically about like guys like you and me, this young quirky guy who has a podcast about monsters, and he's trying to figure out these murders that are going on in his hometown. And he gets this other kind of nerdy, quirky, pretty girl to come along with him and try to figure out the murders.
Right. Nice. And don't forget, guys, October is right around the corner. Hey, all you dads out there and moms, you got a whole bunch of kids want to sit down and watch something on Halloween Day. There you go. There's your movie right there.
Beast Comes at Midnight. That's right.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice. The Barn, I heard a lot of good things about the first Barn. I have not got a chance to see it, but I'm actually a little bit more intrigued to see. I've been meaning to catch up to watch the Barn, but Barn 2 has got me a little bit more intrigued. Do I have to watch the first Barn to watch this one, or I could jump right in?
Yeah, absolutely. You could just jump right in, but once again, the Barn and the Barn 2 are these films that you could literally edit back to back and they'd be beautiful, perfect sequels of each other.
Wow.
Of course, the Barn 2 has a bigger cast. It's got Doug Bradley. It's got Joe Bob Briggs. It's got a whole bunch of well-known horror icons in the film. And, I actually think that if you haven't seen the original Barn, Hollywood has borrowed a lot of things from the original Barn. It came out in, I think, 2015.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, Halloween Kills, I think it was Halloween Kills. Maybe it was the first Halloween. There's a scene where I guess Michael Myers carved someone's head to look like a pumpkin. A kill in it. There's he like carves off his nose and his eyes look up like a pumpkin. A jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
They actually did that in the original Barn like 2 years before they stole it in Hollywood and did it.
Wow.
One of the most original kills I've seen in I don't know how long. So when I saw them do it in the new Halloween film, I'm like, they just ripped off.
Oh, bastards. Yep. But it's all right. It's all right. Because I guarantee you the Barn is probably more entertaining.
Oh, it's just
some of the recent Halloween movies.
It's just a full throwback to the 80s. Everything we love about the 80s and early 90s. All practical effects and a great no fluff. I think Linnea Quigley's in it. Ari Lehman's in it.
Dude, this is amazing. Yeah. So, well, speaking about going, the throwback to the 80s and 90s. I mean, this poster alone right here.
Yeah,
is
hand drawn
perfect.
art. Yeah, the barn too.
Yeah.
And so
Don't you miss this, Joe?
I do. I really do.
Oh my God, I miss posters like this. I really do. I feel like it's a lost art, and I've mentioned it and talked about it a lot in the channel in the past. How a lot of posters, especially for the the big budget AAA movies, they're all generic and vanilla. They're always the same. It's just the '80s, man. They nailed it when it came to the paintings and really awesome posters for their movies.
I agree 100%. Yeah, now they have computers that make all this stuff and put it all together, and it's kind of lost its touch of being so personalized to the fan base. Yeah. But right here, the three lead villains that you see there, there's 5 up on top. The 2 up on top I didn't design. That's a pig and a like an old Indian crow. But the three below that, the one in the middle is the boogeyman, like the devil, and then the one over on the right, which is the scarecrow, which is he's basically a corn on the cob head. That's a corner on the cob.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then there's Jack, the jack-o'-lantern guy.
So you designed those 3 bottom main villains.
And
okay.
those are the same 3 villains in the first film.
Oh, nice.
And because I'm actually a super fan of the first film, and I reached out to the director to tell him how much I loved the first film, and that's how I was asked to do.
You're making me want to buy both of these at the same time.
Well,
I'm gonna just get it when 2 comes out on Blu-ray. Is 2 coming out on Blu-ray?
I think he's going to release a special Halloween pack this year of both films.
Yes,
and they're going to be on Blu-ray. And when that happens, I'm going to do a big promotion on my wall. And there's a super character at the end of the second film that I'm finally going to get to show everybody in all its glory. A super throwback to the all those like crazy cool effects we loved in the 80s. That's one thing I love about working with all these directors.
It's going to be called the Halloween pack, or what is it called?
I'm not sure if it's okay. Don't quote me on it, but I know that he's getting ready to do a big push, and I think he's going to do something with both films.
I'll just buy the 2-pack. I'm sure everybody will probably.
And you got to watch them back to back because it's a super Halloween film. It's basically, this is how I describe it: if Walt Disney made The Evil Dead.
All right, nice. Speaking of Evil Dead, got to represent there.
If Walt Disney made The Evil Dead, if they had The Evil Dead at the Walt Disney theme park, that's what the barn and the barn 2 would like to me.
With some glorious, wonderful kills.
Wonderful kills.
We're gonna check out the trailer right now, but before we do that, we got Mr. Tony of the Dead in the house. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man.
Hey, Tony.
He's an actor himself. He's been in some horror films. And he said he contributed to the Barn 1 and 2 there.
Oh, and we love you for that. You are absolutely family. I feel like I'm family when I'm a part of movies like that.
Yeah, in the special features of part 1, they show me talking about it. Awesome.
Right
How
on.
cool is that?
Yeah, I'm a super fan of the first film. So
nice. I'm buying the 2-pack.
Tony.
I'm buying a 2-pack for sure. So really quickly here, it says I thought we had another question. But yeah, let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. This week is San Diego Comic-Con week. This week is superhero and kung fu extravaganza panel that I'm going to be on this Thursday at Comic-Con, and I'm all action and martial arts right now. Joe, you're getting me you're getting me in the Halloween horror movie mode right now, mood right now, man. Like I want to start watching a lot more horror movies right now. Because right now it's all kung fu and martial arts, but hey, you're making me want to hurry up, October, get here. Let's go.
You got Ghost Story, you got to watch the Barn. You got Nightcaller. I wish the Scalper were out right now so we could watch them both back to back. But Nightcaller and Scalper are very good films. And of course, you got Pig Killer.
But this is what this channel's all about, man. Action, martial arts, and horror. We celebrate it all, man. And look at them. Look, I'm giddy. Look at this. I'm like, yes, horror movies. Let's go. All right, let's have some fun, guys. Let's watch the trailer to The Barn 2. Let's do it.
It's been 3 years since Michelle survived a night of terror in the barn. Now, she's planning her sorority's annual Halloween haunted house.
I would like to make a motion to take our annual haunt into town and relaunch Halloween.
I think on a large scale, Sam and Josh's haunted house would be the perfect way to kickstart Halloween and get back at Barnhart.
But the town busybody has other plans.
The faster we can make this vote to reinstate the ban on Halloween, the faster we can shut down that barn party.
And unfortunately for the girls of Gamma Tau Psi, a few uninvited trick-or-treaters have some plans of their own.
The cornfield, slaughter room, and pumpkin patch are upstairs.
And that haunted house seems to be the perfect place to make a new house of horrors for our ghoulish fiends and their new friends. This all-new wild horror adventure stars Lexi Drips, Sable Grydell, Mitchell Mussolino, Will Stout, with Linnea Quigley, Ari Lehman, Lloyd Kaufman, The Last Drive-In's Joe Bob Briggs and Diana Fritz, and Hellraiser's Doug Bradley. The Barn Part 2. This year, no one can stop the harvest. Coming soon to home video.
Dude, you got a whole bunch of legends in this movie, man. Wow, how cool is that?
Yeah, super proud of that film. Yeah.
The guy who's doing the narration, that guy sounds familiar, like back in the old days. Is that the same guy? Is that the same voice narrator?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they conjured him up. Who knows?
Yeah.
I was gonna say when I was doing the they had me up on set for 2 days. I did zombies for 2 days. I think I did 26 zombies in 2 days. Like,
oh my God.
Full on makeup. So I had to put the makeups on and then kill them as well. We had a team of 3 people. There's tons loaded with practical effects. I mean, the movie, if you love practical old school gore and effects done in a classic way, this is a movie for you. And
Yes.
but with lighthearted fun. You know, like I said, if Walt Disney made The Evil Dead,
I'm sold. Yeah. But with fun and gore too.
Yeah, fun and gore. Yeah.
Sorry about that. But yeah, we got some photos here. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Lloyd Kaufman. All those legends right there.
Linnea and Ari. Yeah.
Yes. I ran into Lloyd Kaufman at Comic-Con last year. And I went to the Troma booth, and he was there, and he was like the sweetest, nicest guy, man. Got my little autograph. Yeah, it was really cool meeting him for the first time for me.
Oh,
and yeah, but he was cool because he like wanted to talk.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't want to bother him because there were a whole bunch of other people there that want to get a picture with them and got autographs and stuff. But I just wanted to show my support to Troma, and I bought a movie. And I had him sign it, and I just want to get out of his hair. Like, thanks again. Got a quick picture. I don't want to bug him. It's an honor just to get that. And he like pulled me aside and was like talking to me about the movie I bought. Like he was just like trying to talk, like hang out. I was like, oh man, this guy's so cool, man.
He's one of the talents I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they take the time to talk with the fan base and with others, and even making them feel amazing.
Oh yeah. And you got some Joe Bob Briggs. God loves
Joe Bob Briggs is also one of these gentlemen who
Yeah.
takes the time to make sure that everyone around him feels amazing.
Oh yeah.
I think that and I've learned this. The years it's taking me a long time to get there, but we will not be remembered for the accomplishments that we've had, but how we make other people feel about themselves along the way.
Right. It's important.
Yeah. That's how we will be remembered.
Yeah. But look at this thing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I actually learned how to make a silicone mask on the barn too. That was one of the requirements because the director steps into this role and he wanted to make sure that the mask came on and off quickly.
Yeah.
And so he's like, Joe, can you make me a silicone mask? And in the first film, I won't explain, but he has some defensive wounds, and they had to be put onto this mask. So I was kind of like, when I created the characters, I was confined to the designs from the first film in the second film, and also I wanted to keep it kind of like a classic Halloween costume feel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with all the things we loved about getting dressed up as kids.
Yeah,
candy, trick or treating, Halloween masks. All that stuff. Yeah.
Look at that. Joe's got like 30 veins right there in his forearm there.
It's the angle. It's
Joe's not even flexing, man. He's
You
just,
know, it's not even the lighting, and it's just the lighting and the angle. That ain't
But
even
yeah,
happening, man.
I'm definitely sold with the Barn Part 2. I love the Halloween 3 vibe I got from the trailer. I saw that. That was awesome. I got that, and I'm a big fan of that movie as well. Do you? This is a dumb question. You like Halloween 3, right?
I'm actually old enough to say that I actually watched Halloween 3 in the movie theater on its first release.
And you hated it, didn't you?
No, I loved it. No,
okay, cool.
And Tom Berman, who did the special effects for the film, his son Rob Berman is one of my mentors. Like I speak to Rob maybe at least once a week, and
right.
And that film has a special place in my heart because of that. So no, I mean it
nice.
just goes without saying. Yeah, that film was amazing.
Yeah, what a fun movie that is for sure.
Absolutely,
man. Love Halloween 3. But now we got to get to your baby here, Terror Tunes 4 Quattro. Yeah. That's right, your baby. I love this. Is another great poster right here. I love it.
It took us, just so everyone knows, Terror Tunes 1 took 3 days to film. We filmed it in 3 days.
Yeah.
It was in every blockbuster in America. And then Terror Tunes 2 took 7 days to film, and we self-distributed it. Terror Tunes 3 took almost 10 years to produce. It's like one big long special effects shot.
Wow.
Terror Tunes 4 also took about 10 years to produce and get out in the market. We're going to be releasing it next month, but we started shooting it in 2012. And we wrapped it up during the pandemic. And
wow!
But it's just my husband Stephen and I produced these films. We own the franchise, and
nice.
Each film, I try to make each film slightly different because I don't want it to be like I'm making the same movie over and over again.
Yeah,
and it's difficult to do, But Terror Tunes 4 is a big undertaking. I brought in two other directors, Matthew Vanaha, who is a Hispanic filmmaker, who actually directed a portion of Terror Tunes 4. He's a super fan of the first film. And then Brink Stevens, the Scream Queen, actually did a portion of the film as well, and she stars in it and wrote and produced a portion of the film as well.
Yeah, that's her in the middle right there.
That's her in the middle of the bottom, yeah. And then we have Lizzie Borden over to her left side, who's from the original film.
Okay.
She's actually a professional wrestler as well as a director herself, but she's in the film. And then, of course, Trista Robinson over on the right-hand side, who rounds out the lead cast, along with Debbie Rashawn. Linnea Quigley's in the film. Billy Butler from the color remake of Night of the Living Dead that Tom Savini directed is in the movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we have full rounded cast. Mike Ferguson comes back and plays the new Max Assassin character from the first film. And then I just want to give a big shout out to Douglas Epps, who's also plays the Dr. Carnage character in Dr. Carnage Origins, which is in this film. He's the lead villain of the entire franchise.
Nice.
And so I brought in somebody new to kind of bring that role to life in a new special way for 2023.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Anubis says that's right. I saw your post. He posted that he met her at the convention over G Fest. Was this I believe just ended? Yeah.
Brink is definitely one of my greatest mentors as well. I met her when I was 15 years old, and I've known her for a long time. She lives right up the street from me. She lives less than a mile from me, and I use Brink in every film I make. She's just a joy to be around, and her knowledge of the film industry surpasses anybody's I've ever known. She knows she just brings such a wonderful vibe to the set. So I always like to have her around. She's a special place in my heart. I consider her family. So
nice. I got to show this screenshot here. Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
That's a new character. That's played by Ken May. Ken May plays that's Derek in the film. And Derek is he is a science experiment gone wrong from the hands of Dr. Carnage, the evil villain from the first film. And that's Trista Robinson. Yeah.
How long did it take to put this this character together?
I'll be honest with you. When I started talking about doing Terror Tunes 4, I'm like, we have to have like a good guy evil character, a good guy Terror Tunes in this one, because all the Terror Tunes are always evil. I'm like, let's do something different. Let's do a good guy one. And then I thought, wow, what about if the mad scientist made a character that went wrong, but he was a good guy?
Yeah.
So the concept took a while to develop, but I'll be honest with you, I sculpted that face in one day.
What?
It just came right out of me. It was like, "Whoa!"
One day, the
in
face.
one day, I vomited that thing. It just comes right up when it comes out of me, and
wow,
it just had to come
that's
out.
crazy.
It had to come out.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
I thought, nice, like peach, because the fluffy colors, even though it's creepy, the kind of high contrast of what it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm hungry for some cotton candy right now or something. Let's go. But yeah, that's awesome, man. But yeah, let's have some fun and let's watch the trailer for Terror Toons 4. The teaser trailer. Let's do
teaser, just a little.
Hey, look at me. What are you up to?
This is not cartoons. It's Terror Toons. This is where it all begins.
Trailers are so difficult to put together. Especially if you're the director cutting it. I was like, we got to put together a trailer, Steve. It's like just 30 seconds, just something quick, just so, But the whole movie's like that. Like the entire film is like high energy, intense, wild. Yeah, it's like watching a cartoon. Like if you put on what's the one that I love so much, the one that's on Cartoon Network, that's the Robin and the cyborg guy. What's that one called?
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, yes. Teen Titans is just like insanity from the high energy from beginning to the very end. I love Teen Titans Go, and that's what I wanted to make. Like Ren and Stimpy meet Teen Titans. With some itchy and scratchy thrown in there. And horror.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Don't forget my side of horror, please.
That looks amazing. It looks wild, man.
Thank you.
I was already dying over here. You couldn't see me, but I was already dying with a big, gigantic, huge rat just pulling the guy's intestine out.
I just want to say, when you watch this movie, my wish is that you see something that you never thought you would look at.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I never thought I would look at that.
Nice.
Or I never thought I would see that. So I'm hoping you see something truly original that you never thought you'd see before.
Nice. Well, chat's loving it right now. This is awesome. That takes talent right there. Creative.
Thank you.
Anubis is like, oh my God, this looks epic. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you just keep up with the awesome creative content, sir. You just keep Samurai Guy smiling. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, Terror Toons 4, I'm sure all your fans of the franchise that have been following all of these movies, I'm sure they're really excited to see this. Now, I read something, so let me know if I'm right here. Is there going to be a 4-pack?
Yes. Next month we're releasing the Terror Toons quadrilogy.
That's right.
And
that's how you do it.
Yeah, and it's a super special packaging. My husband Steven's been developing this quadrilogy for over a year now, and in it will be all 4 films, and also there's going to be a Terror Toons 1.5 in it. 1.5. If you've never seen Terror Toons 1.5, it's an extra special 15-minute film that it bangs an entire feature all into 15 minutes, and also there will be Terror Toons 3, which never got a hard copy release. And then of course Terror Toons 4 will be in there, and
awesome.
It's gonna be special packaging.
Your fans are gonna go crazy, and I'm sure this is gonna bring in new fans because you got collectors out there. We gotta get this 4-pack now.
I don't want to talk about I do want to talk about it's going to be special packaging. We're going to have lenticular artwork on it. This is not going to be no micro budget thing. We're going to go all out.
Nice.
So, it's going to be really cool.
Lenticular covers? Oh man, how cool is that?
And in a special metal packaging and
metal.
Yeah.
Is it going to be is there going to be some more special features on there too?
There'll be some stuff in there. Yeah, there'll be some. Nice. There'll be some behind the tunes.
All right.
It's
I
called
like
Behind the
that.
Tunes.
I
Yeah,
like that.
Behind the Tunes. Yeah.
There you go, guys. Stay tuned for that one.
And
But
they'll even
now,
go ahead. Yeah.
no, go ahead.
Well,
Go
and
ahead.
there'll even be some a couple of pieces of stuff from my childhood on it as well. Some short films from my
Nice.
childhood on there as well.
Nice. Well, congratulations, brother. I
Thank
know
you.
this is
Thank you.
like awesome for you to get this movie out there and have them all together. And this is your creation.
Well,
Is with your team, you know.
I just want to just take a moment and just say it's really taken a lot of people to come this far. And I mean, we don't have time to thank everybody, but there's been some amazing men in my life and women that have truly shaped and molded me to be the man I am today. You know, Brink Stevens, Herschel Gordon Lewis, my father, Thomas Terrell Pittman, Forrest J. Ackerman, and then the people like you that give us an opportunity to come and talk about the actual reality of how much work it takes to get to where we are. You know, all these things are very important. So I don't want to take complete credit all myself. And then, like, literally, my husband Stephen has over the years. You know, I'm basically a kid and I play in his world, and he provides the amazing place where I work and play and live. And without him, none of this would be possible. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very well said. We're very, very, very well said. And yeah, man. Again, congratulations to you and all these projects coming out. And I know there's going to be a lot more. But we're not ending it, or we're not done. No. See this wallpaper we got going on right now behind us? We're going to talk about this film right here. And I have to give the shout out right now and the thanks to my brother Joe, because Joe was the one that recommended this. I've never seen this movie.
That's crazy. That's so fantastic. I'm so happy I turned it on to you.
The cover is so iconic that when I was a child, Joe, this was burned into my brain for years, and I never forgot this iconic cover. You know, on VHS sitting on the shelves at the stores. You know, at the rental shops. Yeah.
Two of my all-time favorite movies come from the UK. The first one is Extro.
I need to see that.
You've never seen Extro? Oh my gosh!
God damn it! It's on the list. It's on the list.
Extro. Davenport, Mr. Davenport directed. I forget what his first name is, but Mr.
I saw some of the effect shots. Look amazing.
Extro, like totally, you know, just really truly shaped my career. And then of course The Company of Wolves. And I just want to say I saw this movie. I think it came out in 1983. I think I was 13 years old, maybe
84.
84. Okay, I was 14 years old, and my friend Miranda Richardson. She was a year younger than me, and she was a freshman. I was a sophomore, and we went to go see this on a Friday afternoon, like early evening, probably like 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. showing right after school. It was rated R film. Of course, back, you know, your parents can sign you into a rated R movie. And San Antonio, I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. And most people don't know, but San Antonio, Texas used to be the heavy metal capital of the world. That's why, you know, what is it? Ozzy Osbourne, Pete on the Alamo, and, you know, all the heavy metal bands came to San Antonio to play. But also, San Antonio was the test market for all horror films.
Nice.
And so every horror movie that came out in the theater played in San Antonio, Texas. And of course, The Company of Wolves played there. So we went I think it was like 6 p.m. on like a Friday afternoon. Yeah. And our parents dropped us off and we saw The Company of Wolves. I was 14 years old. And, you know, when you see a movie like this at 14 in a theater, you're not even supposed to be watching it because it's rated R, you know?
Yeah.
And you get to watch it.
That makes it better.
It makes it even better, you know?
That's like my experience when I first saw The Lost Boys, you know?
Okay.
I snuck away to watch it on cable while my parents were asleep. And I got lucky. They didn't know I was awake. So, yeah, that made it even more memorable. But, yeah.
So tell me when you started watching it, because I really hadn't told you much about it, or did I tell you?
No, you just recommended it to me. He's like, this is one of my favorite movies. Watch it.
Yeah.
And so I finally got around to watching it, and I was really surprised, man. Like what I really like about the movie is that it's different, because I thought you were going to get your traditional werewolf movie.
Right.
You know, that's what I thought. But that's what I like about it is that, you know, we have our Howlings, we have our,
right.
you know, American Werewolf in London's and stuff like that. And we love those movies too. But I love that this is different. This felt like it was very dreamlike. I mean, the lead actress, the character was dreaming in this movie anyway. You see the little horror novel or magazine there.
Right.
She was reading on before she went to bed. And then that took us on a little tour in her mind through this movie. But it was like it's like straight out of the 80s. What I love about it is it's straight out of the 80s dark horror fantasy. And I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. But yeah, man, really enjoyed it. And those of you that are watching right now, we're going to be spoiler talking. So, I gave the warning already. We're going to be talking some spoilers. But for those of you who are not sure what the plot synopsis is, I'm going to read it really quickly. All right. So, a teenage girl in a country manor falls asleep while reading a magazine and has a disturbing dream involving wolves prowling the woods below her bedroom window. And there's more to that, but that's like the basic plot. This is directed by Neil Jordan, who did Interview with the Vampire. And another movie I enjoyed of his. Have you seen, Joe? I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've seen everything. It was almost like it's his different take on vampirism. And it came out, I'm trying to see the name of it here. It came out like in the 2000s. Let's see here. I think it's Byzantine or something like that. Have you heard of that movie?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard about that one.
I'm trying to find it. I thought I saw it here. Hold on. IMDb is like a pain in the ass sometimes. Here we go. Oh, here he goes. Here it is. Byzantium.
Byzantium.
Yes, Byzantium. Yes. Check that out. It's a vampire movie, but it's a different take on vampires. And it kind of reminded me like how it's just not your traditional vampire movie, kind of like Company of Wolves is not your normal generic werewolf plot that you see all the time.
Right.
And that's what I really liked about the movie. But I mean, the cast in this movie, man.
Big.
I mean,
yeah, it's a big cast. And very well known, a lot of well-known talent in it, in this UK film. What I most liked about it, because I introduced it to my husband, he's never seen it before recently, about 2 or 3 years ago, and was that the movie is literally made by human hands. There's no CGI in it.
Right.
The entire film is handcrafted. Everything you see in the film, someone literally constructed or performed or did with their hands. And it shows. It really shows like that. That's a part of the transformation scene.
Yeah.
And it's literally a handcrafted piece of art.
Yeah.
The movie's a piece of art. I kind of feel like it's a nightmarish poem.
Yeah.
Handwritten poem come to life on the silver screen or produced for the silver screen because it's so poetically done.
Yes.
Is that too much to say?
No, that perfectly sums it up right there.
It's like a grim fairy tale.
There it is.
A grim fairy tale come to life and done in the most poetic way. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I have a little bit of footage right here. I'll show. I don't have that many screenshots, but this footage will kind of sum up the movie right here. Here we go.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Such an underappreciated werewolf film. No one talks about The Company of Wolves, and it's
That's true. I
everybody
don't
says
see any reviews really.
People say The Howling or American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
But The Company of Wolves,
Yeah.
they really try to do something different, and it works perfectly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it works
for
perfectly.
sure.
Yeah.
And
It brings back the magic, I think, to werewolf films.
it does, yes. Nuba says the wolf come out of the guy's body was so damn cool. Probably inspired the werewolf scene in Trick or Treat. Ah, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sean's giving it the thumbs up there. But yeah, man. I mean, I know I only have you for a little bit, and I know you got to go. But we'll briefly talk a little bit about it. But actually, we could actually spend a whole hour talking about this movie because there's so much in it. But I mean, you have all kinds of themes, right? You have the I mean, look at that beautiful shot right there. Look at this shit.
Yeah, that's done in a studio.
It's amazing.
The entire movie was shot in I think that most of the movie was shot in a studio. There's a couple of shots of cars driving through the countryside,
right?
But most of the film is done in a studio setting to get that kind of fairy tale look. And,
but there's all these themes like the loss of innocence theme is there, and there's just so much. Well, first we got to get the Angela Lansbury's the MVP of the movie.
She was the heavy hitter, named talent for the film.
She was just cracking me up.
Yeah,
but yeah, grandma could throw down. I mean, don't mess with grandma; she'll fight back.
And I don't know if you noticed, but some of the killing and the gore is like. It's surreal. It's presented in a surreal way. I think the reason why they did that was so that way they would get the R rating for the MPA cut, because if they made it too gory, then it would be cut from the film anyway. So the director was very clever about the way he went about presenting certain things, so that way it would remain intact and he would have his vision intact in the film, which I think is very smart and clever for.
But you do get the gore. You do get some fun.
There is blood. There is gore in the film.
That was great when he's ripping his skin off. Oh man, it was so good.
There's a scene where someone, I'm not going to say, the scene where
we can spoil it. Spoilers.
The scene where the werewolf gets decapitated,
right,
and the head falls into the milk, and then the blood comes. The milk turns blood to the blood red, and then, but the wolf's head submerges, and it's a man.
Yeah,
this turns back into the man. Yeah,
this was so good. I mean, look at this. This is something you could do, Joe. I mean, this is like
that's a beautiful head, a wax head. They made a wax head so it would float. Now, these are the things like the special effects artists thought about. They want the perfect shot of the head floating in the milk, so they made out of wax, so they knew it would float there on the surface. And I just the film is so well done.
Yeah. These screenshots that I'm showing and that video footage doesn't do the movie justice.
It also has a lot of what do you call it? There's no fluff in the film. It's all it's all story. It's all
soundtrack's great.
Yeah,
cinematography. Everything's just
the soundtrack
beautiful.
Is great, isn't it? It's got that great '80s kind of nightmare music going. Yeah.
But I recommend, like I said, these screenshots are off the internet. The video footage doesn't perfectly represent the movie, but hey, right now, boom! What?
The Ultra
Company of Wolves is on 4K, and the picture quality got like ridiculous reviews, like good reviews. So I have this. I don't have it on Blu-ray, so Joe, I'm gonna have to fork over the money to.
Can you get it? Because it's streaming though on Prime and all that right now.
It is, but it's not. It's okay.
It's not the 4K version. It's a 2K version. Oh, okay.
No. But yeah, guys, if you're interested, that's a great cover too. Look at that.
Yeah, you got to see it in all of its glory, all of its 35 millimeter glory. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's probably the best way to watch the movie, and I'm glad this movie got the special treatment. I mean, it deserves it. I'm sure there's special features on there and there's Blu-ray and stuff like that. But yeah, if I'm gonna buy it, that's the one to get.
I'm pretty sure that movie has inspired countless of artists all over the world throughout time since it was first released. And me, I mean, it got as far as me.
Yeah,
the little Hispanic gay kid from San Antonio, Texas, And
a lot of people don't know that this is actually Canon Films movie.
A Canon Films release, huh?
Yeah, because when first thing comes to mind, you think of Canon Films. I see Chuck Norris with double Uzis. I see ninjas. I see Cobra. Stallone from Cobra. That's like the first thing you think of when you think of Canon, but you don't think like this, So that's pretty cool. I
I
love
think
that.
didn't Canon release Life Force?
I think yes, they did.
Yeah,
They did. Canon's got some horror cred.
yeah.
But yeah, our lead actress falls asleep. She's got the sister from hell. The sister was such a pain in the ass in this movie, but unfortunately, the sister got hers in the dream here. But look at this! Look at this!
Those full scale sets, giant trees and toadstools, and they just poured money into this production. I can't even imagine what kind of budget they had for this. And it's kind of like it's an anthology film.
Right.
So there's I think there's 3 stories or 3 stories in it, plus the wraparound story.
Right.
Which means basically it's 4 movies in one movie. People think making an anthology film is easy. It's not, because you got 4 different storylines going, and you have a lot going on there. So they poured some major money into that. I wonder if it was shot at like some major studio over there too. I
saw some other behind the scenes images, and they showed them in a studio.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy looking. I mean, look at this.
I know that the special effects artist that designed the werewolf transformation, I think he was nominated for an Oscar for other films. I think he worked on the Empire, Return of the Jedi, and and even 2001: Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
So there's some super movie veterans involved in the creation of this film. Yeah.
Right. And look at this shot right here. I mean, it's such a beautiful looking movie, and this is even not even from the Blu-ray or the 4K that's out. This is just some random image, but yeah, just a beautiful movie.
So Stuart Robertson is was the special effects supervisor for this film.
Yeah.
And he's known for GoldenEye, Krull, one of our favorites, Krull. Remember Krull?
All right. Hey, we reviewed Krull on the channel.
And The World Is Not Enough. And he's known for
all right.
Also Little Shop of Horrors. The one that was in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah, and The Company of Wolves. Oh, The Dark Crystal.
All right.
Dark Crystal. So
all right.
So he's done quite a few. Also the 1994 version of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. The big one that
what did you think of that? What was your honest? You love it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenneth Branagh did a fantastic job of
De Niro, right?
Yeah, I really liked it. It's just a guilty pleasure. It may not be like the most amazing version of it, but it's like it's like a giant box of chocolates. It had everything in it I like.
Yeah, but here's the thing though is when I first watched it, I didn't know. I never read the book. So when I was watching it, it threw me off when De Niro was sitting down just chatting and talking normal with Frankenstein.
Right.
And it threw me off. I was like, I'm used to, fire, burn.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like, what is this right? What is this? So I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Straight from the book.
So many years later, my buddy of mine, when he bought like either the Blu-ray of it, because he's a big fan of the film.
Yeah.
He told me about that. I was like, oh. So I have a feeling if I revisit it now, I probably appreciate it.
It's a super dark story, and if you go back and watch it, it's just like a total guilty pleasure. All once again, all practical.
I think that might be on 4K too. Also, actually,
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Kenneth.
But Branagh. Back to the movie here. The grandmother. I mean, the whole. There's many themes and metaphors in the film, but the major theme is, she's letting her she's letting her granddaughter know.
It's the classic
wolves take many shapes.
Yeah.
It's
a classic tale of Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes.
But with an adult theme going on.
Yes.
Here. You have this suave, kind of bisexual man out to, basically get his fill.
Yeah. This actor was great.
Yeah. He's very, very dark and disturbing. This is the bisexual kind of feeling suave kind of guy who comes in. This plays the big bad wolf in the film. Right. He does an amazing job. Yeah.
He did really good. But she was throwing out the warnings. There's internal wolves. There's wolves on the outside,
Yeah,
wolves you can't trust.
Yeah, when some men are hairy on the inside.
Yeah,
she's
there you
like,
go. There you
yeah,
go.
they're hairy on the
Yeah,
inside. which is-
especially the. What did you think of this scene?
oh, that thing is it's just a total guilty pleasure. Yeah.
Oh man, the guy who was getting married in that scene, man, he pissed off the wrong woman.
Yeah,
he came back for revenge, man.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
That was good,
That's just a
yeah.
great scene. It's right in the middle of the film. They give you kind of like, the what do you call it? What is it? When the justifiable revenge, or the thing we all appreciate and like, we all want to be
right.
the justifiable revenge, or being having the elite be outed for their crimes and that kind of thing.
Yeah, the elite were
elite.
basically the wolves in this scene here.
Yeah.
Oh man, the way they were eating their food and just it's so disgusting, man. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was perfect. But they got what they deserved.
That's probably one of the grossest things you can put on camera. Watching someone eat up close, watching people eat. This is horrific. Watching someone eat food. It's like watching someone eat on Zoom when you're in a Zoom meeting and someone has
like
to eat.
How are mukbangs? Mukbangs are popular. How? Like, people ask me to do a mukbang. I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's just, I don't want to gross you guys out. But yeah, it was like, ugh. But yeah, this scene kind of it cracked me up for sure. But yeah, wolves take different shapes and sizes. You got to be wary. You got to watch out. You got to protect yourself, especially when a car comes out of nowhere and the door opens and you see Terrence Stamp sitting in there holding a skull.
Yeah.
Does this look like it's a good sign, Joe?
It's an infant's skull too.
Yeah.
So it's the skull of an infant. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not good. If you guys see this, you're getting ready to get into a taxi and Uber and you see this, it's probably good to just wait for the next one.
On the moors in the UK.
Yeah. I don't think he said anything.
In England. On the
he
moors
didn't say
in
anything,
England.
did he?
He didn't have to.
It's Terrence Stamp.
It was the young man, right? It was a young man.
Yeah.
That he was it was basically, you're gonna face your crimes, I guess.
Right. He went out there and he wanted something, and Terrence Stamp, aka probably most likely the devil granted it.
Yeah.
And it backfired on him, there's just a lot of fun little moments, memorable moments in this movie. And hey, watch out for the wolves, man. Watch out for the wolves. Were you surprised with the ending, the outcome?
I loved it.
The ending not the ending of the movie, but the ending of the dream, the outcome, like what happened to the lead character in the dream. Were you surprised by that?
I don't. I'm talking about the girl, the Red Riding Hood.
Like
girl.
after the iconic shot and moment happens.
Yeah. No, I figured that's how it would go down.
Okay,
yeah, that's how it would go down.
Because I thought she'd end up shooting him and taking him out at first.
Yeah, no.
But I was surprised it went the way it went. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's different. Yeah.
She found pity on him, right?
Yeah.
Pity on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that's another lesson,
Yeah.
We should not pity, but just not react the way you would normally react to someone who was trying to harm you. You pity on them, and you take back your power and you can walk away, right?
Right. But she learned her lesson too, because it seemed like she was a little bit too trustworthy at first.
Well, she was a selfish little girl.
Yeah,
she was a selfish little girl, and so she learned a lesson. Her grandmother had to die though in the process.
I know. I know.
But just like a classic tale of Little Red Riding Hood,
Yeah. Oh God, I'm not going to talk about this. Have you seen this, Joe?
I did see it.
Okay, that's it. We're not. I'm not going to talk about it. We're just going to keep moving on there. It's bad. That's all I'm going to say. It was bad.
Wasn't there like a kickboxing Red Riding Hood in that film or something like that? That one.
It was just really bad.
I just remember it was it came and went really fast.
I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like it was the whole Twilight fame and her.
Just to let everybody know, in Terror Toons 3, I also tell the classic tale of the Red Riding Hood, except it's the Red Riding Hood is played by a young boy, and he's with red hair, and he's part of a gang called the Red-Headed Locos, and they wear like red hoodies, and the big bad wolf is played by a black actor who is his friend. He's friends with the Red. He's friends with Red. He's friends with Red, and they go on their own adventure together.
All right.
And there's also the Three Little Pigs are also in the same story, but the Three Little Pigs are these bad cops.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well, that already sounds better and more interesting than Red Riding Hood 2011. I'm watching this movie. Me and Lady Phat, my wife, Lady Phat Blood. We're watching that movie, and we're like, there's a scene where there's like a festival, and the main girl is trying to dance in a sexual way. Red Riding Hood. She's trying to dance in a sexual way with her friend to entice her ex that was getting married to this other girl. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, what is this? What is this? What are we doing? What kind of werewolf movie is this? But Twilight, True Blood, it is what it is. There was other parts of the movie that had potential that I liked, but I'm just sitting here like, what is going on? But yeah, yours sounds a lot better. But yeah, back to the Company of Wolves, man. Really, really, really enjoyed it. You had the iconic shot. I mean, it really has everything: cinematography, soundtrack, practical effects, no CGI. I mean, just memorable moments, very dream-like, nightmarish-like. Not that many movies feel like that. They try to feel like that, but they don't nail it. And this movie does. It definitely does. And we recommend it. If you guys have not seen it, yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is definitely one of those movies where you watch it, you can keep watching it, you'll pick up on new things.
And you can introduce other people to it too, and even people that don't like horror films, because it's not really so much a classic horror film, even though there's some classic horror elements in it.
Yeah,
it's just a beautiful feature film and classic tale of, and everybody likes Little Red Riding Hood, classic tale of the Grimm fairy tales. Yeah, you can introduce other people to it, and they would really be able to appreciate it.
Yeah. So watch it, buy the 4K. Joe, I'm sorry this went a little bit too long, but we had to sneak in the Company of Wolves, man. We had to do it. Thank you again, man, for the recommendation.
Absolutely.
I'm going to watch it immediately to get the taste out of Red Riding Hood 2011 out of my head.
Now I want you to go and watch Ghost Story, 1981 with Fred Astaire and Alice Krige in it.
Yeah.
The Borg Queen, the woman that plays the Borg Queen, that redheaded woman that you've seen in many other films.
Oh yeah,
I think she was also
great actress.
She was also in the recent story about Hansel and Gretel and Hansel. She plays the witch in that film.
She's a great actress. Yeah.
She plays. She's
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers, right? She plays the lead villain in Ghost Story.
Okay, Ghost
1981
Story.
with Fred Astaire
sold.
and all the great actors from the like 50s and 60s or 70s are in it.
Yeah, Samurai Guy's got I got some homework. Joe's giving me some homework to do.
Yeah, you're gonna
Extro.
Yeah,
Ghost Story.
Oh my God, I can't believe you haven't seen Extro yet.
We're coming back.
I don't even know why.
Extro.
We're
gonna come back. We're gonna talk about Extro, man. We're gonna review it.
And Extro is one of these films. I'm gonna end about Extro with this. First time I saw Extro, I put it on VHS. It was a pirated copy. It was 1983, and I was eating dinner with my grandparents and my parents. It was a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
15 minutes in this film. I'm not going to tell you what happens. Something happens in the movie, and my mother goes, "Turn that shit off."
Sold.
I'm like, I ran over there. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Turn that shit off.
That's amazing. That's how you know you're watching a good horror movie.
Exactly.
That's how you know. No, it's on the list. It's on the list. I'm gonna
Extra
watch
Ghost Story.
I'll watch both of those movies, and then I'll get back with you.
Please do.
And then we can talk about both whenever you get some free time. But brother, it was awesome to have you here, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, it's your second home. You're here. Come here. Whenever you're free, brother.
Absolutely. And if you have time and you're in town, stop by. let me know in advance so we can catch up, because I know you're going down to San Diego, but I know it's a quick trip and back and forth. But
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna come down to LA.
And
we're gonna hang out.
We're gonna work on a movie together real soon.
Yes, let's go. I'm down. Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah,
I had a small little thuggish, ruggish vampire part in Tom Devlin's The After Dark movie that's going to be coming out soon.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so I'm getting my feet wet a little bit too, Joe. I'm not as good as Joe, but I got to start somewhere.
You just jump right. You know what about acting? When it comes to acting, either you know what you're doing or you don't. It's one or the other. You jump in and do it, or you're not. It's one or the other.
Right.
And you just look around at the people who are doing it, and Google Robert De Niro. What is acting? Just Google it, or Google Meryl Streep. What is acting? And they will give you their own version. They'll speak. You'll see a video of them telling you, describing, and it's the exact same definition. They'll both tell you what it is.
Nice.
They'll both tell you what it is.
Nice. Well, those two are legends right there. I'm a huge De Niro fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I would love to work with you. Just let me know.
Let's make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. That's right. We're going to make it happen. All you badasses right out there watching, check the links in the description box below of the video. Follow Joe on his filmmaking journey. That's right. Subscribe to the Old Samurai Guy if you're new here. Thanks again for watching. But yeah, follow Joe on Instagram and Facebook. And Joe, this is what it's all about right here, brother.
Yeah,
this is what it's all about. Congratulations on the premiere of Terror Tunes and getting your movie out there. Look at that packed house.
Packed house.
That's what it's all about, brother.
I was sitting up. I like to sit up at the very back row so I can watch everybody's reaction.
Yeah.
And the girl that did key makeup for a portion of the film was sitting to my right. I looked over to her at one point, and she was laughing so hard, snot was coming out of her nose, and she was trying to hold herself because she was gonna pee in her pants. She was laughing so hard. She's like like this in the middle of the film. And
That's what it's all about.
And I knew I had done it. I'd done something right. I knew I did something right.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But again, congratulations on your success and more future success in the future. Hey guys, don't forget, stay tuned. Stay tuned for Terror Tunes 4. That's right. The Barn 2. Saint Drogo. That's right. That's right. Scalper. Oh, yeah. All of it. That's right. Nightcaller. Pig Killer. Let's go, baby. That's right. Stay tuned for those projects. Watch it. Support it. Keep supporting independent cinema. Keep watching and enjoying horror cinema, baby. That's right. It's one of the greatest of all time. Genres, baby. We continue to support it. Watch it. Love it. Share it. And we'll see. Joe, don't go anywhere. But I'll see all you badasses on the next one, guys. Take care. Come on, October. Get here sooner. Let's go.
Thanks, Preston. Thank you so much for having me on the show.